Hey guys, thank y'all for tuning in to another vlog. This vlog is somewhat serious because I am getting a myomectomy, which means I am having a fibroid removed. I'm 30 and I was having abdominal pain, so I went to my regular physician. She did a ultrasound and just a regular x-ray because of the abdominal pain that also was in my back, and they were able to see the fibroid there, but she wanted to make sure it was nothing else because it just kind of came out of nowhere, right? I got the results back like immediately that day, and then I booked an appointment with Lord Jesus, all these different doctors. What is a doctor? OBGYN. Oh my God. Yeah. So the OBGYN did a transvaginal ultrasound, which means that they went inside of the vagina to see if they could get a clearer view of the fibroid. And that was done because I still want to have children. I don't have kids yet. And they just wanted to make sure that the fibroid was not on my fallopian tube, because that would hinder the possibility of having kids. And this OBGYN actually does not do surgery. So she recommended me to another OBGYN. You guys, this took about a month to see the 3 different doctors. So during this time, I was taking ibuprofen. You know, it's true. Like, I've heard this, and I know that there's research and claims about this, and they expect Black women to endure more pain than what we actually have to go through. Literally, I felt like my uterus was about to fall out my vagina. I don't know how clear to make it. Couldn't get comfortable at night to sleep. Like, I'm in pain. I have family members who've had fibroids before, so this is a genetic thing. And I've actually had surgery in 2016 to remove fibroids before. So this is my second myomectomy. So that's what made this surgery so serious. So I was very disappointed, to say the least, that I was in so much pain. And I was just pretty much given the option either to have surgery or keep them in until I get pregnant, because fibroids can get up to 10 centimeters before they interfere with pregnancy. That's what they told me. And it's probably true, but I'm in pain. That's the biggest thing. Like, I want the best quality of life. I think that that's fair for every person here. And I can't do that when all I'm thinking about is my uterus. Is feel like I'm dragging it on concrete, you know? So let me get back on track. I got to the OBGYN that does surgery. She gave me my options, and I contemplated on them. To be honest with you, y'all, ain't got no prospects to have no children with. So I didn't want to keep them in, but I was concerned because I know that at 30, it could be kind of tricky of having this type of surgery. She said, and when I have kids, automatically I have to have a C-section because I've had 2 myomectomies. So, vaginal birth is already off the table. I cried. I called my best friend. I'm like, T, I have to have my kids. And she was like, I'll do it. T was like, I'll bear your children. And I love her, right? She was like, girl, stop crying. We're going to get through this. So, it was like a real dilemma. But anyway, I just think that's like the best option for me at the time. So, the doctor suggested an HSG exam. And y'all, I'm going to put the real name here because I ain't even going to try. It's real hard. But anyway, this was the worst exam I have ever done. And I'm going to tell you a real experience, because prior to me doing this, I looked on YouTube to like see, because it just sounds like it hurts. It hurts. Okay. Okay. Like, there's no way around it. If you have to do it, then you have to do it. But if there's another option, do the other option. And this by no means is giving medical advice. Do what's best for you. Talk to your physician. I'm just a person that went through the exam, and I don't wish it on nobody. Okay, I'm just telling you. It was horrible. So, I'm in there. I'm like looking up on YouTube. They're like, oh, I didn't have any pain. I took a Tylenol and I was okay. I took ibuprofen before. And the doctor even asked me, did you take something for pain? I said, I took ibuprofen. He said, good. I was in the table, and there were 5 doctors that entered the room. Okay. 4 female doctors. There was one like chief of staff, physician, then his intern, okay, and then the tech. So the room was packed, okay? I already knew it was about to go down. I'm traumatized just even thinking about it. So during this exam, what they're trying to do is they're trying to make sure your fallopian tubes are open. So they put dye inside of it and they make sure it goes through, okay? And while you are busting it wide open, there is a radiologist. I don't know if he was a radiologist or a radiologist tech. I'm not really sure. That comes in and takes the exam pictures, and you get your results immediately. And for everything that you endure, that's the least that they can do. Okay. So I'm laying on the table. They're explaining everything. Before we get started, y'all, I'm naked from the waist down. The doctor's like, did we get a consent from her? The chief of staff. So we stop, and they bring in this consent, and I sign it while I'm on the table. So even if I didn't want to do it, I'm on the table and I'm busting it wide open for them. So I'm about to go through with this. And they pretty much say like, oh, it's a possibility that we can snip something and you could potentially never be pregnant. Or, we can just take out a little bit of your vagina insides. Just letting you know. I signed the consent. I'm like, please just take care of me. You guys, so with the PAP, same thing. They kind of put that specula in there. They open you up. And this is the worst part, because they were saying like, I guess my cervix wasn't dilated, or they needed to dilate it to open it up. Day after day, this I feel like I need to play. It's 2 doctors down there. They trying to get what they need to get in. One doctor is holding my hand and talking to me. Tears are literally falling from my face. It was a Black resident. She was a lifesaver. We kind of talked. She's like, you're doing wonderful. You're doing okay. She just like really kept me encouraged. She wiped my tears or whatever. So they finally got the dye in there. They're getting the radiologist to take pictures and exams. And he's like, turn to the right. Turn to the right? Sir, I got 2 people down at the bottom of me, and you want me to turn to the right? Turn to the left? I don't know if y'all have ever heard that or experienced that, but I've always think like the radiologist, the endocrinologist, all of those, they don't have good bedside manners. In my experience, I ain't never had none that really do. The anesthesiologists, though, very nice people. Most of them. I won't say all the but y'all know, like the specialty doctors, very difficult. So anyway, I get through the exam. They're like, you're gonna have a little bleeding. Don't be alarmed. Yeah. It was horrible. I wish I could have got something like put me to sleep. But they wanted to make sure they knew where the fibroid was before they did the surgery, and to make sure that it wasn't like hindering like the fallopian tubes or in the inner wall of something, is what she said. I can't remember, but it wasn't. And I'm glad it wasn't, but I wanted to share that experience so y'all really know that HSG exam hurts. And the people on YouTube, go to hell. That told y'all it don't, they lying. But I don't know, it might be different for people that have had children before, because again, like my cervix wasn't dilated and all that kind of stuff. So if you've never bared a child, it might be a little different. But I would still think that it would be uncomfortable. Like, are PAPs comfortable to y'all? Like, they're uncomfortable. This was more like pain. It hurts. Like, I think that this is what childbirth would feel like. It was horrible. So yeah, do anything else. Again, not medical advice. Don't take it from me. Period. Oh, and then when I told my doctor about it, she was just like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Girl, you knew. Hi, hey YouTube. I'm all prepped and ready for my surgery. My mom's back there. She don't want to be on camera. She's been making sure everything is straight. So they came in, told me to get in my gown, and took all my belongings. I'm going to give it to my mom so that I don't want to leave anything. And I'm all ready to go with my IV and plugged up. I talked to the anesthesiologist and the surgeon in her residence. So everybody seems to be confident and prepared. And I'm excited because I'm ready not to be in pain and to go forth in my life. So this has been great. And even like bringing me back and asking me questions and getting me hooked up has been smooth, an easy transition and quick. So I was scheduled for 2:50, but I actually think I'm going to get back there a little bit before then because everybody's coming to talk to me. So they're getting the OR ready, and I'll be going back shortly. So the next time you'll see me, it will be after I've had the surgery. Hey y'all. So this is the second day that I've been in the hospital. I was supposed to be discharged today. However, my blood pressure was really, really high last night. So I'm going to stay an additional night to be monitored. Yesterday was just a doozy, so I didn't get a chance to vlog, but you know, I woke up downstairs in recovery and everything was fine. I came up into my room, and I do have a room by myself, which is great. That's probably due to COVID. But my mom was able to come up with me in this room. Visitation was over at 7, but I didn't get situated in my room until about 8 p.m. So they allowed her to come up and stay with me. They got everything straight. They gave me some pain medication. And that's when they started to notice that my blood pressure was like 174 over 119. So they were like, it was so high, possible stroke. And I had a internalist come in, a hospitalist come in and check me out, and they gave me something to get my blood pressure down immediately. And they monitored me last night and, you know, took my vitals. People were in and out all night, which I very much appreciate because I know that that's very high. I wasn't feeling bad, just in a lot of pain from the surgery. When I say I wasn't feeling bad, like I wasn't dizzy, I didn't have a headache, no chest pain, nothing like that, but I was just very sore from my incision. And I saw my incision last night, and I did everything laparoscopically, and it should have been a little bit smaller, but the doctor talked to my mom and told her that it was bigger than she expected. So they did have to do like a full incision cut to remove it. So I'm very, very sore, and they just gave me pain medication for that. And there's no gauze, no bandage, nothing. It's going to dissolve on its own, but it looks like a hole in my stomach. So that's concerning. So I'm gonna be here an additional night. Just been kind of in and out, sleepy. They didn't give me anything for sleep today. They gave something yesterday because I was just in so much pain from the surgery. So they gave me some pain and sleep medication as well. My throat is a little raspy because they put the tube down your throat. I'm just gonna rest and I'll check with y'all later. So you guys, I am going to stay one more night. They end up keeping me one more night because my blood pressure and my white blood cells have gone up too. They just want to make sure there's no infection. And I just finished eating dinner, and this is like the first time that I feel up to like eating and feeling more like myself. So I was able to my oranges, broccoli, and rice. I'm just feeling more energized. They switched my medication, so I'm not in so much pain, just pressure. And I got some hot tea to kind of help with my throat since the tube was down, and I just feel a lot better. So I'm gonna finish my dinner and just rest for the rest of the night. And I'm gonna show you guys the incisions so you all can see. Okay guys, so I'm gonna try to show you as much as I can. That's like the big incision right there. And then I have 3. I'm a little swollen, so I'm trying not to expose too much. So one here, here, and here. And then on this side, you'll see it's so swollen. It's right here. And that's all the incisions that they did to remove the fibroid. So these are the images that were given to me today. Kind of big, but as you can see, this is the mass that was removed. This is my room, guys. I'm on the woman and infant floor, and I'm checking out today. Well, I'll be discharging, talking about checking out. But I wanted to show the room and how it looked, and I'm really thankful for my nursing staff. They were amazing. Hey y'all, so today is about 7 days that I've been post-op. I don't see my surgeon until January the 4th. And then I go see my PCP, primary care physician, on the 13th. So this will be my last video for my surgery, but I wanted to show you guys my incisions. I bruised pretty bad, and I know I showed them the last time, and it just kind of showed where they actually cut and then did the actual incisions. But since then, it's been healing. I'm numb. I don't feel it, so I wanted to tell you guys before I show you this. And this is actually really well. The bruising has gone down tremendously, okay? I decided it was a little bit too much to put on a YouTube video, but I do want to show you guys. So if you do not like this, this is your trigger warning. Click off here. Okay. So I'm still in my maternity panties, okay? They're very comfortable. But I wanted to show you guys. This is like the main incision here. Numb. I don't feel any of this feeling right here. None of that. I don't feel it. This is the other incisions. Just to the belly button and there, and there's one more over here. And you really can't see that one. I don't feel that one at all. It itches. I sleep with a hot press because it itches, and sometimes just getting comfortable with a thing because I don't want to put a lot of pressure on it. And that has worked tremendously. I still have some of the glue. It's called dermaplasm, I think. Derma something. And it's just hard. And it falls off. When I get in the shower, I'll turn the shower to my back. And I wash and like use this a gentle rag and kind of wipe there. But I wash everything else normal. Everything but that. But I haven't got these submerged in water yet. So We will see. I'm going to end my journey with my fibroids here. I just want to thank God for bringing me through this surgery publicly. Thank you, Lord, for protecting me. If you are going through this journey, I want you to know it's so worth it, because the pain that I felt prior to the surgery was worse than this. Like, I can go through 8 weeks of recovery, but I couldn't do another year with those fibroids. They said they removed a fibroid that was 120 grams off of an 80-gram uterus. So just imagine that. I'm 165 pounds. I'm 5 feet. So, like, I can't take that. Since then, I've been on the scale, y'all, and I've lost 3 pounds. So, because of this fibroid. And I don't really think it was like the fibroid mass, and that's probably just for me not eating for real 3 days. But when I put 120 grams, it was like a quarter of a pound. So it wasn't that much, but I feel lighter, and that's the most important thing, right? If you are thinking about getting your surgery, do it. It's so worth it, because you should have the best quality of life, and this will do it for you. Okay, experience true liberation through sex, just being you, and free, and not feeling like you have a mass in your body. I wish you well in your journey, and y'all, thank you for watching. I'll see y'all on the next vlog.